MuthoniMukiri. Now, people do to you what you allow, and no one can make you feel inferior without your permission. Sometimes we are hooked saying, oh, he made me do this, she made me do this, he's the reason I did this, they are the reason I put this up on my social media, they are the reason. We like to blame other people for infringing our beliefs, our values, and what we stand for. But no one can do that to you but yourself. You let them do that to you because you didn't have boundaries, because you don't respect your values and what you stand for. So today we're talking about self-respect. What is self-respect? Why you need to have self-respect and why it is important. So let's talk about self-respect. So let's start by defining respect. Respect is that sense of worth or that personal value that you attach to someone. Before you respect someone, you've already seen maybe how honest they are, how they carry themselves, how they go on with their businesses, how they dress up, how they behave, how they have a backbone. You've already identified their value and why they deserve that respect from you. Now, we want to take that and give it to ourselves. We want to attach that value to ourselves so we can be able to respect ourselves. So the number one thing to self-respect is finding out what you need to do to respect yourself. Okay, or I can put it this way, is looking at what you respect, what it is that makes you respect the people you really respect. Do you have a mentor? Do you have people you look up to? What makes you really respect them? That person you really respect, maybe it's the way they carry themselves, the way they handle their business. They're very eloquent in whatever they do. They go for their dreams, they achieve results. What is it that makes you respect this person that you really respect? Now, you have to work to becoming that person. The number one key to self-respect is becoming someone you would respect. So we respect people who have boundaries, we respect people who keep time, we respect people who are well-groomed, who take care of themselves, who know what it is they are doing, who read, who research, who carry themselves with dignity. Now, you need to become that person to give yourself that respect. Number two is guarding your values and your beliefs. I believe I don't want to be physically involved with a man before marriage. That's what you believe. It doesn't matter who will hit on you. It doesn't matter he's the president. It doesn't matter he's so handsome. It doesn't matter they are rich. You stand with your beliefs and your values. No man is going to touch me before marriage. It doesn't matter who they are. You respect that value. You respect that belief and you stand by it. You believe in it and you stand by it. Another thing is setting boundaries. Setting boundaries in the sense that, for example, you don't want to go out. Maybe you're supposed to go have lunch with your friends. You don't feel like going out. It doesn't matter how they convince you. Maybe they come to your house to get you out, but you have decided you're not going out. Don't go out. Stand by have boundaries and stand by them. If my boundary is don't call me past 10 p.m., it means when you call me past that time, I will not answer your call. I'll just return the call the following morning. Having boundaries is putting like a wall, like you can't cross here, and don't cross it. And point is don't let them cross. Don't let them cross over. Stand with your boundaries. Stand with what you believe in. You can set boundaries. For example, you can tell someone, don't come to my office during week hours or during working days. It's not right, and I don't like that. When they come again, don't entertain them. Stand with your boundary. Learn to put boundaries. If your friends just show up at your house on Friday without even telling you, they stay over for a whole week and they don't even tell you where they are living. They come, they borrow your clothes, they wear your clothes. Your partner maybe wants to use your car anyhow, only returns it without fuel. Set boundaries. Tell them it's unacceptable. I don't like this. And don't let them do that again. And setting boundaries, when you set very strong boundaries, you will lose friends, you will lose partners, people will feel people will feel like you're feeling like you're too important, but that's okay. Because the other point is, do not let other people's opinion get to you. when you have self-respect. Especially with social media, sometimes people can say really mean things, but then I've learned to know that I have the facts. Mimi ndio niko na Mwakenya. So whatever you say is a non-issue. I know the facts, I know myself. Sometimes people say, especially if you're in the limelight, if you're a public figure, people can say really mean things to you. And at some point, you might find yourself like wondering, ama ni ukweli? Ama huyu mtu amesema, kwa nini amesema hivi? And some people, maybe someone is drunk, is on drugs somewhere, is going through shit, and they're trying to pass that to someone else to feel good about themselves. And you start taking those opinions personally, and they mess you up. So I've learned to separate people's opinions from the facts. That is just how they think. Someone doesn't even know where you come from, your second name, but they have an opinion about how you need to live your life. So I'm learning to separate the people's opinions from the facts. I want my YouTube channel to be about emotional and mental wellness, but a crazy person somewhere, I don't know from where, thinks I need to start doing fashion and makeup. And then I'm thinking, ama nianze fashion. Why? But I know I am good at this emotional awareness. Where do I want to take people's opinion and use them as my own? Separate people's opinion from the facts. You have the facts, you have the Kenya, you have the marking scheme. Hizo zingine ni non-issues, zingine ni noise. Treat it as noise. Also, this is a good one, and this touches on me personally. Don't speak bad about yourself to other people. Do not go tarnishing your name, telling everyone your failures, what you're not good at. I don't do this, I don't do this. Don't talk bad about yourself to other people. Do not do that. And I don't know why we do that. Why do we do that? Like you meet your friends, you're like, I'm so clumsy, I broke this, I hit a wall when I was driving home, I have very many loans, I don't know what. Okay, it's good to share your problems, but don't speak bad about yourself to everyone. Don't. Everyone has faults. Understand your weaknesses, your strengths, and live by them. But don't go tarnishing your name to everyone. No one will respect you. People who respect themselves don't go around talking about their failures, their misfortunes, what they are not doing right, and how they feel bad about themselves. Respect yourself to understand you have weaknesses, and it's okay to have them. Own them, and work towards being a better person every day. Also, wow, this is really, I think I should have started with this one. Always keep your word to yourself. Sometimes I say, Mimi, I'd rather let you down, but I will not let myself down. When I decide you're not good for me, nothing will convince me. When I decide I'm not giving you that loan because I don't trust you, nothing will convince me. I keep my own word to myself. If I set deadlines for myself to do something, I really want to attain that. And that is why, like, for my channel, I've really tried to strive with consistency, because this is what I love to do. And I also want to respect myself enough to keep my word to myself, because I am important, because I deserve that respect and I deserve that honesty. So set your own goals and stick by them. Don't let yourself down. Don't. You'd rather let everyone down. Don't let yourself. The deadlines you've set for yourself, what you want to do for yourself, do it. Sometimes we are huku striving to meet other people's and our bosses' deadlines, other people's deadlines. Well, our own goals and what we've set personally for us, we neglect that. Respect yourself enough to maintain your own. Respect yourself enough to not let yourself down. Also, simple things like I remember when we were growing up, when a visitor was coming, when we knew someone was coming to visit, we used to really clean the house. Mugeni anakuja wacha tu clean nyumba. But then we also deserve to live in a clean place throughout. You know what I mean? Like how I respect a visitor who's coming to really clean up for them, it's how I need to respect myself all the time to stay in a clean place. You're living in a dumpster, you can only clean it up for another person. You know what I mean? Let's respect ourselves to give ourselves the best first before we can give it to someone else. Keep appointments to yourself. Look at the characters and values of people you respect and admire and become that. guard your own values and beliefs, stand by them, guard them. No one will do that for you. No one will do that for you. My worst fear and what I'm most scared of is not living my truth in this world, is going to heaven and then finding out I was supposed to do way so much more and I did zero of that. Like, I want to be true to myself. I want to be my authentic self. I want to really fulfill God's intention for me in this world. So live by your truth. If this is the value you stand by, it doesn't matter if what millennials are doing. It doesn't matter if millennials are having sex on the first date. Stick to your values and stand by them. And when you respect those values, someone will come into your life. They will respect them. If you're the type of person who will say, I don't appreciate men coming to my house, so before you come to my house, I really want to get to know you, even 6 months, a year, and you stand by that, that person will respect you. The reason people infringe our privacy so much, the reason people walk all over on us, the reason we become doormats is because we don't respect our own boundaries, our own values. So we don't respect them, so other people will not respect them. If you don't, for example, if you have a house somewhere and you don't put a fence around it, people do not know where your boundary begins, where your home begins. Anyone can just walk in and crisscross anyhowly. Put that fence and stand by it. If you do not respect your boundaries, if you don't respect yourself, no one will. The key to having self-respect is becoming someone you respect. Clean up nicely, get that career moving. If it's not working, get something else and give it your all. Be honest and be true to yourself first of all, before you can be honest with other people. And when you're honest with yourself, you will not have issues with they're so dishonest, they did this to me. You're already honest with yourself. So let's practice self-respect. Let's learn to respect ourselves. It's really, really important. When you respect yourself, you don't take disrespect. And the way you respect yourself is how you teach people to respect you. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend. Please subscribe and please share this information. My name is MuthoniMukiri.